Yeah, first of all, congratulations to Santa Clara. I have a ton of respect for Jerry Smith and what he's been able to do in his career, and really look up to him and what he does and how he coaches. Obviously a very tough loss for us on Southfield tonight. Felt that it wasn't our best overall performance, but I felt that we still did enough to probably at least put one in the back of the net. I think in the second half particularly, we had some really good opportunities. We only gave up one shot in the second half, and unfortunately that was the one that got us. So really proud of this team and how far they've come this season. We've had to play through a lot of injuries and unfortunate season-ending injuries that has forced us to move a lot of players around. It's the youngest BYU team that we've ever had, and for them to finish fourth in the Big 12, finish ranked in one of the polls, and host an NCAA tournament game. I'm really proud of our team and the players and how hard they've worked through a lot of adversity to play this well, and to get to the NCAA tournament says a lot. We have a lot of young players, really led here by Mika. Has had a tremendous season for us, a standout player. She has a huge future to look forward to. She can play anywhere we need her, and we've literally moved her around to a lot of positions, but really look forward to her future. And then to the right of me, Ellie, who has led this team at a very high level, even though she wasn't able to train with us or play in any games. I feel like her leadership has held the team together. Her example, her work rate, her passion and love for her teammates has helped us get to where we are. And I can't say how excited we are to get Ellie back on the field again, competing, as she will add a lot to our program this next season.
Okay, I'll open it up for you guys for questions.
Jen, with this being, their defensive numbers were pretty good this year, so you probably felt like the margin of error was going to be pretty small. How do you feel like your team attacked that kind of situation, knowing that it was just going to take one?
Well, I felt in the first half we got off to a good start. I think we had some really good looks, so we didn't put our looks on target, and obviously that is a problem. We had probably a lot better looks than the one look that they had to score. And then I think in the second half, as we started to get the ball wide, we created a lot of good opportunities, had some good balls, but we didn't have anything on the other end. So I think everybody probably felt that the goal was going to come, even after we gave up. There was still 20 minutes left in the game. I really felt that we would get the tying goal that would lead us maybe into overtime, and I felt that was in our favor. Because I felt like a lot of the momentum was ours in the second half, but it just didn't fall our way.
Did you get a look at the offside call at the end?
I have not looked at it, no. Mm-mm.
What did you guys do defensively, if anything, to hold them to one shot in the second half?
I think we just started connecting a lot more. I mean, your best defense is having the ball and attacking. And I felt we put a lot of pressure on them. We had the ball most of the second half, and they're attacking third. Just takes that special touch and that special shot. We had some set pieces that we've proven to convert on throughout the season, and we had plenty of a couple real good free kicks, a couple of corner kicks, and just didn't quite fall for us.
Ellie, Coach talked about your leadership. Describe how that has been for you as you travel with the team just this season.
Yeah, obviously it's been hard for me not being on the field, but just having this leadership off the field and really honestly learning from the younger girls has been huge, and I know that when I return it's going to be that much better for me, and it's going to help me that much more when I return on the field. But I mean, just super proud of this group. We fought through a lot of adversity and challenges, but we just really enjoyed our process, and obviously frustrated about the outcome tonight, but we'll come back. We'll be back.
Mika, Coach touched on it a little bit, but the second half, I felt like you guys had a ton of the ball, a lot of possession. They kind of scored against the run of play in a lot of ways. Just what do you remember about not just that goal, but sort of that run there where it felt like that goal kind of came out of nowhere in some ways?
Yeah, just like you said, felt like it came out of nowhere. Obviously hurt a little bit. Just it really felt like we had one coming. We had attack after attack. But I think one thing about this team is even after we went down, we're still able to keep that attack going. And that's something that will be huge for us in the future, just maintaining that grit no matter what the score is or who we're facing on the field.
Coach, obviously not the end you all, but how will, with this young team that maybe hadn't played NCAA tournament games, how will that kind of help you guys moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's a huge benefit. Obviously, I could feel the nerves. There's no question. The feel before the game was a little different than it's been even in the conference tournament. I think, with so many players not having that experience, I think the nerves were definitely there. Santa Clara was a little bit more experienced than us on that side of things, but I think it's just super encouraging looking forward to the future with so many young players have had that experience now. They've played in big games in the Big 12. I think every game we played in, we thought we had a chance to win. I think everyone was pretty confident going into this game. But soccer's a brutal sport sometimes, and the ball doesn't bounce your way. But we've had a great run this year, a tremendous fan base, unbelievable support for a program from Cougar Nation, the best place to play in the country by far. There isn't another environment like it. So we're proud of all the support and everything that goes into putting on a show. And we'll be ready and better than ever next season.
Coach, you touched on it a little bit, but the girl to your right, I think the girls are calling her Coach Rashy in the locker room. I think I saw some Instagram posts about that and whatnot. What has she brought kind of on the bench as another coach for you guys?
Ellie?
Yeah.
What did you call her?
Coach Rashy, they call her.
I don't even know what that is. I don't do social media, so I don't know these things. No, it's been huge. It was very traumatic for all of us when Ellie got hurt this spring season. But I think the thing I told her is that she'll have an experience that'll help her be that much better of a player and a leader in the future. You don't know why these things happen, and we've had a lot of tough injuries, but she's someone that the girls really look up to. She works harder than anyone out there, and I think now that she can be out on the field, it's something that we lacked a little bit with some leadership on the field, just because we were so young. So I think getting her back out there will be huge, and I think she leads in a very positive and fun way. So yeah, I think she's been a great coach. She's had to see a lot of our frustration on the sideline. Most of the time she's out there playing, so she doesn't hear us, and sometimes I know we make eye contact and she's probably like, Jen, what are you thinking? And we're both rolling our eyes. It's hard, but I also believe Ellie will be a fantastic coach someday after she's done playing soccer for many years ahead of her.
Mika is one of the younger players on the team that's made the advancement throughout the year. What are your observations about the growth of the young team coming together and getting to this point?
Yeah, obviously it was a unique year just having so many young players, but I think honestly it was a little bit of an advantage for us just because we were able to grow together and we had to progress together, overcome those challenges together. And it's one of those things that obviously it was difficult for us sometimes out on the field, just lacking that experience, but I think we were able to grow a lot together as a group and just gain that chemistry, which I think will be really big for us going forward.
Okay, one more question.